Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another session with the older man. Yes, today I thought I'd bring you something a little different. I'm going to bring you into my backyard where I do my regular morning walks. Yeah, you're going to hear some background noises. You're going to hear the dogs. You're going to hear the excitement of what I have to go through pretty much when I'm on my walk. Now, here's the reality of things. You know, sometimes it gets a little dull in the studio, so I just thought I'd bring you something a little different. Say hello to a few of my neighbors outside as well. So today I want to talk about submission.
Y'all men want a submissive woman, but forget you have to be a righteous man. Being submissive does not mean to shut up and sit down when you say so. It means to trust you to lead, protect, and provide. No woman is going to submit to a man who lies, acts controlling, or can't meet her emotional and spiritual needs. Period. Y'all men want a submissive woman, but...
And this came up because I had a private chat yesterday with a young lady in her 30s who is in a relationship with a gentleman. They've had a kid together, and she's having some problems with him being a little bit negative and her being quite a positive person. Now, she says that he strives and he builds himself on people being negative to him. In other words, he's one of those guys who've associated people putting him down with his way of building himself up by telling them, yeah, if you think that that's how I am, I'm going to show you I'm going to be better. So he's a guy who works hard, who pushes himself, and he's not a deadbeat guy. He's a guy that has his shit together. But she says it's the opposite of what I do. I'm a positive person, right? Morning. But she says, however, this creates some problems in our relationship because she finds that he's a bit aggressive and it's a problem for her. Now, they have a kid together, which makes it a little bit more difficult. They're not married, but unfortunately, this is the thing nowadays in our society. Actually, yesterday I was curious about the statistics, and I was telling her this. 67% of women in the black community, 67% of the women in the black community are single mothers. That's an insane number. This is in the US. Now, she was calling me from the UK, and I know the figures are pretty high there as well. I haven't looked at the figures there, but that is an insane amount of black people who don't have a father figure in their life, you know? And it's really disturbing because she nor her existing partner, who she has a kid for, have ever had a father figure in their life. But here's the problem that her partner had. He never had a nice mother. The mother that he had, and I figured it out instantly before she even told me, I said more than likely he had a mother that really put him down a lot when he was younger. Because a lot of mothers put down their sons, they don't build them up. The few that you do see on air, the football players who went to greatness, etc., those are rare, and usually those men have found really good coaches at school, etc. But a lot of men are usually put down hard by their mothers. And the reason for this is because the son and the father that she has a bad relationship with usually, I say usually, this is not all the cases, usually makes her feel like it's the same person. So the son reminds her of the man who's not there for her. So this usually creates a lot of tension in the house, and she usually will belittle that son that she has. That son usually ends up resenting the mother as he gets older.
My parents divorced at 10 years old. My father, although it might sound harsh, is a total beta. He's soft, and he gets walked all over. I love him, but he never taught me how to be a man. In addition, I grew up with a mother who subconsciously seems to have disdain for all men. And all the females in my family treat their male partners horribly. I'm waking up to the reality of this, and I'm appalled, right? It's crazy. It's a hard pill to swallow.
And that son usually ends up resenting the mother as he gets older, as in this case with this man and his mother. They don't have a good relationship. Actually, they don't have any relationship. So let me get to the gist of this story. I don't want to digress too much. I needed to give you an overview of why we're talking about this problem. Hey, brother. Man, this brother here works hard. You know, he was a security guard, and now he's doing his job, man. This brother I admire a lot, man. How are you, bro? Good to see you, man. You all right?
Yeah.
Good, man. Yeah. You're gonna be on YouTube. Just let you know. Okay. All right. just to let you know, this brother started out as a security guard. And when he was a security guard, I was constantly reminding him, you're better than this, brother. Your brother sitting here just doing shit all. Come from the army in Africa. And I encouraged him, said, you need to get out and do something different. Now, this man has his own little private car washing business, and he washes at least 50% of the cars in this neighborhood, and he's doing well. I saw him the other day in a convertible second-hand car, but this was a guy that came from nothing, man. So I'm very proud of him. But it goes to show you that all we men need is a little encouragement from other people to actually show that we can excel and do something different. But I digress. Let's get back to the submission bit. This woman is married to a man who has pain, who's been brought up with pain and suffering in his life, right? So this creates a problem in relationships where if she was brought up by positivity from a mother and he was brought up by pain by a mother, you're going to have some serious problems when it comes to relationship dynamics. So she says he's very aggressive when he gets angry. It scares her, and because she was married previously, she feels nervous because she don't want it to resolve or to resort to him becoming physical. And I said, well, has he ever shown any physical aggression? She says, no, never. And I said, well, what makes you think that it's going to get physical? And she said, I just don't know, because when he gets angry, it scares me. And I said, yes, it is supposed to scare you. This is the difference between males and females. When a lion, a freaking male lion roars, does it sound like a female lion? No, that shit is deep. That comes from way down. That shows you the power of the man. That shows you the power of the lion. For some reason, you want the man to roar like a woman just so that you would feel comfortable. But that's not how men roar. When men roar, he roars like a freaking man. That's why you should fear men, because men are more powerful than women. And that is a reality that you have to get used to, because you guys seem to forget that the reason why you chose that man is because he's more powerful than you are. But yet when he roars, you get freaking scared, and now you want him to become more like a woman. That shit don't make sense. She then understood that. She understood exactly what I was trying to explain to her. And she says, well, it just makes me feel bad. And I said, well, morning. I said, that's the reality of life. It is supposed to scare you, and it is supposed to make you feel bad, because no one roars to make you feel good. No one gets aggressive to make you feel good about you. Anything. You got to face these realities. If you had wanted, or if you think that you would have been attracted to a man who goes, okay, honey, okay. I said, would you be attracted to that? She said, no. Exactly. So what the hell are you complaining about? You know, I don't understand when Beauty wants the beast, and then when the beast roars, she wants a freaking pussycat. But then when she has a pussycat, she gets turned off by the pussycat. I don't get it with women. If you friggin' hook up with a beast, you gotta take the friggin' protection, the provision, and the masculinity with the beast, but you also have to accept the roar when you step out of line. This is where a lot of modern women have a problem. So I said, and this is where we're going to get into the submissive part. I said, what do you try to do when he roars? Well, I try to roar back, pretty much what she's saying. And I said, and how's that working out for you? Well, he now says that he don't want to get married, or he don't see that he's going to be able to commit. I said, exactly. In other words, you're not getting the results you want when you are aggressive like he is. I said, this is where the biggest issue comes from modern women. Modern women think that they can fight men in his arena, not realizing that if you had submit yourself, and I said this to her, I said, listen, I don't know any other word to use. Please help me find another word that would let you understand what I mean by submit. Here's what I mean by submission. And I want you to write this down, and I want you to enact this out. If you had just said to him, when he came up with a problem, or when he objected to something that you didn't do, or when he said something that he didn't like about you, if you had said to him, I'm going to play out one of the scenarios. This wasn't the exact same thing she said, because I don't want to call out her business, right? So listen, if you didn't think I was good enough doing this job, or if you didn't think I was acting this way, I understand. Listen, I hear you. Let me know how I can do it better so that it could make you feel better. If you had said that to him, what do you think he would have done? He would have taken the time out to show you what pissed him off about what you had done or said, and then you would now be having a discussion, as opposed to you going at him in aggressive fashion and accusing him of being belligerent or being whatever you women like to put into context of a man not being nice. You're getting the results from that right now, and you know that that's not the results you want. And that's the reason why you're calling me, because you're frustrated. And she says, yeah, you're right. Now I repeatedly ask her, tell me a word that I can use besides submission, because it seems like women in today's day and age don't like this word submission, because they think that it means to be docile, to cower, not realizing that a female's submission is her freaking superpower and the best weapon to use against a man.
Becoming a submissive woman is so crazy because the power you hold by doing that. I'll give a couple points. One, I was afraid that my feelings won't be valid, or like I won't have a voice. What I noticed by just letting my husband make the decisions and just following that, he asks me for all the advice. He comes to me for every question. Yeah. He'll call me, what do you think about this? I don't know what to do. I'm like, wow, what? Yeah. And then I say it, what I think, and then he does it. So I end up having a leadership role by just letting him be the final say, but he values my wisdom.
Yeah. The other ones you're saying, like with that word submit, right, when you look at it from an etymological, you break it down, it means she responds to you. When a man knows that he can trust his woman, he will value her opinion. A man, when he knows that his woman has his back, and when he knows that he has that woman that he can trust, he's going to love her and value her in everything that he does. Yeah. Period. Yeah. Yeah.
Because in order for you to get the results you want, all you have to do is stay in your nurturing mode. Because by nurturing, puts you automatically into bloody flies. By staying in your nurturing mode, or getting there, because most women don't even know how to nurture these days. They don't know how to nurture their man. They think that they're being nurturing because they give him some punani. That's not nurturing. Nurturing is when the man comes home from freaking fighting the world and you say nice, kind words to him. Hey baby, how was your day? Oh really? Oh, you want to talk about it? No? Okay. Let me know if you need anything. Oh, you just want to be quiet? Okay, no worries. You just want some quiet time? Cool. Get him a drink. Get him a ice cold tea, whatever the hell it is you have to do. Whatever it is that you should have known what he likes, and just leave him alone. Done. That's nurturing. That's submission. Okay? Submission is asking questions when he opposes you. Submission is asking questions. That's what submission is. Let me give you an example. Let's just say he wants to make a big move. He wants to buy something or invest in something. And you go, well, I don't see why we should do that, because we don't have money for that. We don't have money. Why you have to do this? Why? What are you doing? Why is it you don't buy me this? And then, of course, he's going to come back in his aggressive mode, because you're now put him in aggressive mode, right? Listen to submission. Oh, you want to buy? Ah, okay. You want to buy that? Awesome. All right. I can see. That's nice. But baby, have you considered that if you bought that, we wouldn't be able to buy this? Because, we talked about buying this, but how much further this is going to put us back if you bought that? Now, he is forced to see the error in his ways. He's forced to re-examine his decision. He now has to have a conversation with you. He now has to communicate and describe why his decision is better. Now, this will do two things. This will, one, make you reevaluate your position, or two, make him see the error in his decision. Either way, you both win. He will look at you and say, yeah, my woman, man, she's so understanding. She's helping to guide my decisions. Beautiful. This is the kind of woman I want to go into a future with. And you win because you get a man who is less aggressive because you're not confronting him. And two, you might even sway him to your decisions.
Submissive, respectful women run the show unknowingly. Let me explain. When a man is respected and has a woman that is truly submitted to him because she loves and respects him, he'll move hell and high water for her.
Yep. That's it.
He can't even hear her say, ouch. He busting down them stairs. You okay? You good? There's something about respect and submission that brings the best out of a man. the best protector, the best provider, the best supporter.
We've been saying that for the longest. Love comes with respect. Respect, love, and submissiveness come together. When the man knows that his woman is not only submissive, but love him, respect him, understand who he is as the leader of the family, this man would do things that are impossible. Every day we wake up, we're going to make the best out of your day. Because once you're able to understand exactly what you need to do for your man, we ain't got to be looking around because we already got what we needed. And understanding submission doesn't mean that you have to obey. It means that you have to respect. It means that you have to listen. When I tell you to duck because somebody's shooting, don't ask me why you have to duck. Just do it because I have reasons behind it. I'm the one who's willing to put my life on the line to protect you. But if you're not able to even let me do that, what we got to be together for?
That's what women did in the past. They used their femininity and their submissive attitude to get what they wanted. But that's not what women do in today's modern society. Women just belligerent and aggressive because they're trying to act like men. They think that if I am aggressive just like a man, I will get what I want. Not realizing that you're actually operating in a man's space and you cannot be as aggressive as a man because ultimately you don't have the strength of a man. When men confront each other in an aggressive fashion, the weaker of the two submits. Either submit or walk away because the next step is physical aggression. Women know that they can bring a man to absolute frustration because the final output where men conclude a frustrating event is with physical blows if one does not submit. So now a man cannot submit to you because then he will be the bitch and he knows that he will quickly lose the relationship. So now he has to walk away because he can't punch you in the face. He knows that he'll go to jail. So he evaluates the two things and he walks away, but he's frustrated. And if you do that enough times, a man will know that this is not a woman that brings me peace. Therefore, I am not committing to her. I don't care if she has a child for me. I am not committing to that behavior. Sorry, I got the sun behind me here. So guess what? The woman loses. She loses out on a man committing to her. So now she's just stuck being a single mother. Make that shit make sense. Of course, she should never have committed to having a child for this man without getting a marriage commitment first. If a man cannot commit to you financially, what makes you think that he's going to be willing to commit to you when you're with child as well, when the responsibilities are double? Woo, it's getting hot out here. So all I'm saying to you ladies, in a nutshell, submission is not a point of weakness. Submission is a point of strength if used correctly. Combine submission with nurturing. Get that back into your psyche and you will understand the power you have over men. Gentlemen, I know you guys are going to say, why are you giving them these secrets to manipulate us even more? The reality of it is that this is the way it should be. Because a submissive woman is someone you could work with, gentlemen. And ladies, a man that you can have, that you can also have a say in the relationship, is the kind of man you want. All right. So my friends, I'm going to leave it there. So listen, guys, let me know if you like my little walk and talk podcast. I'm trying to switch things up a bit so that number one, you guys don't get bored. And number two, I don't get bored. Because I want to keep this channel going for a long time, you know. By all means, please go over to our membership system. Join it over in school at askanolderman.com. We're having much more deeper, much more conversations that are a lot more rich amongst each other. People are meeting each other and enjoying each other's company from around the world. So go over to school at askanolderman.com. I'll put the link down here, but also it'll be in the description. All right, my friends. And of course, if you want to book a chat like this lady did and got some good, solid information from a father that she didn't have, by all means do that, my friends. Book a chat with me over on askanolderman.com. So until next time, remember, whenever in doubt, always ask an older man. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.